King of Food Show, how you guys doing today? This your guy, Kelly Hunter, man. Yo, first, shout out to Smoking and Grilling with AB. I was there last week. Man, we made some barbecue ribs. I was over there with the big guy, man. Hey, shout out to you guys. Man, sir, I had a good old time, guys. I was so excited. I came back home. I got to make ribs myself. I'm going to actually make ribs different type of ways and do videos, just different processes of how to make some ribs, man. Here's one of my favorites. Y'all ready? Let's go. So first, I like to marinate my ribs for for 2 days, guys. Not 8 hours, not 4 hours, not overnight. 2 days. I really like those flavors to really lock in. Now, my country boy sauce and marinade has a little bit of pineapple and orange for a tropical twist. Use your own marinade that you like, but those citrus flavors that's in there is really gonna lock in. In my Caribbean mustard has a little bit of pineapple and orange, man. But guys, whatever you use, you know, I like for my marinade to have a nice sweet vinegar vibe to it. Now in Miami, this is how we do it. We use a lot of Badillo Mojo, man. That has citrus flavors as well. Man, that's just what we do when we're doing ribs, chicken. That's Miami style right there. As you can see, it's locked in for about a good 2 days. Oh, man. So now when you light your grill, do not throw your meat on the grill until the coals are just completely white, not half white, not half black, not half gray, completely white. That's when you throw them on there, guys. And also, I use wood too. I like to mix hickory and oak. I like to mix those two together. Now, a lot of people like to soak their wood in water. Most people do. Me, I like to take it to another level, man. Jack Daniel's whiskey, I like to smoke my wood in, man. It'll give it such a dope aroma and just extra added flavor to there. Now, I'm not done with the Jack Daniels. My water pan, as you can see to the right, a lot of people like to use straight water. That's dope. Once again, you know, I like to add a little bit of Jack Daniels, sometimes apple cider in there. Right there, that's a little bit of OJ in there, a little orange juice, just a little tropical vibe to it. Now, when people normally cook their ribs, they usually use a binder, use mustard, and then put their seasoning on there. Here's what I'm using as a binder. Watch this. Direct heat. I'm going to sear my ribs. I'm going to use the heat to bind those ribs. It's going to lock in the marinade for about a good 2 days that I've been marinating for 2 days. I'm going to give a char on both sides to really lock in those flavors of the marinade. My goodness. Then after I give a nice char, throw them on the right-hand side under the water pan. Let them cook indirectly until it's about 50%, but really the rest of the way. Now, what I like to do as well, man, you got to spray your ribs at least every hour, especially the corners. Make sure, because you don't want those dry pieces, those dry, tough pieces. You want to make sure it's moist all over, guys, man. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put all the ribs on the right-hand side and let it smoke indirect heat till it's about 50% done. When it's 50% done, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the ribs, which is steamed. I use dark brown sugar. I'm biased. Light brown, dark brown. I use dark brown sugar. Now, here's another trick as well. Yes, it's going to tenderize it, right? But also, when you're actually smoking ribs on a direct grill, where you're putting on a direct grill, no offset or anything of that nature, you're going to acquire some dirty smoke. So when you wrap those ribs, it's going to get rid of a lot of the dirty smoke flavor, which is a key, guys. Now, when I'm doing you notice I didn't season the ribs yet. I have not seasoned the ribs yet. So I usually take it out around when it's about 75% done. Then I season them up. I didn't show it in this video, but I do season the ribs when it's 75% done outside. After I'm done wrapping them, that's about 90% of my ribs. It's about 90% ready. Technical difficulties. So hey, when you grilling, when you smoking, you got to improvise. So we're gonna put that sauce on there. They cook it another 10% of the way. Those ribs are done. If your ribs cannot cut that smooth, man, come on, you can use a butter knife with that. If it don't cut that smoothly, then it ain't all the way done, guys. And also make sure you look for those teeth that's sticking out. You know, that lets you know that, hey, them babies are done, guys. You see, you don't need a hatchet where you got to slam it hard and not those ribs. No, it's supposed to be a smooth cut, man. I'm going ahead and I'm going to show you this next clip, both sides of my ribs. So it's the Miami style. Now, that's the all-American style right there, right? And that's my Miami style ribs. We're going to do videos on both. Man, it was so good. Once again, shout out to Smoking and Grilling with AB. Man, I love making barbecue ribs, but that's one way to do ribs. Once again, let them marinate for about a good 2 days. Lightly salt both sides to intensify the flavors. Then instead of a binder of mustard, I use the direct heat to sear the ribs. After I seared them up to lock in those flavors, right? I cooked them in direct heat, smoked them for about a good 50%, wrapped them in aluminum foil so they could steam and tenderize. When it's about 75% done, the teeth is almost trying to poke out of the doggone foil. Take them out. Then I season up my ribs. When it's about 90% done, throw a nice little glaze at the very, very end for a nice touch. Bada bing, bada bang. Man, so different ways of making ribs, man. So that's one of my favorite ways. But hey, tell me what you think. Like, comment, definitely subscribe to the channel, y'all. But I'm going to do some more, man. I like to make them so many ways. Shout out to Smoking and Grilling with AB. Peace.